This is the ABR Roadshow. I'm Danyel DeTomo, and today we are in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We are at the Bomber Restaurant. Now, this place has been here since 1936, and they are known for serving delicious breakfast food. And also, you are going to see a lot of World War II things when you go inside. We have a lot to talk about today and a lot of food to try. Let's get started. All right, so I know the first menu item we're making is a big deal. Tell me about it.
The first menu we're going to make is a Bomber Breakfast. It was on the Food Network channel in 2003 for the overindulgent of a breakfast. It is 2.5 times the potatoes we normally put on a plate, 10 pieces of bacon, and 4 eggs, along with toast.
Is there a reason for the name of it?
The Bomber Breakfast?
Yeah.
Well, it's an homage to the Bomber plant that used to build the Bomber Liberator. It was a Liberator. It was a Bomber 24 for the World War II.
All right, how are we looking on the dish?
Okay, we're going to go ahead and plate it up.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and plate it up, sir.
And I just got to give a shout out to their hardworking kitchen right now as well. They are getting it with these orders.
And this is what it looks like.
Oh my goodness! That is it's like a mountain of bacon, sausage, special / crazy, but we like that. I'm so glad I didn't eat before I came here today. If you're a breakfast lover like me, this has all the goods on it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. I'm probably gonna need some help with this. I'll take it with me to be determined how much of it I can actually finish. We'll get some more food made, and then I'm excited to learn more about the restaurant.
Okay.
$1936 is how long this place has been here. Okay, so tell me a little bit about that from 1936 to now, what this place has seen.
In 1936, Mrs. Baldwin just created a little diner, and then when the war took place, she changed the name to the Bomber so that she could provide sack lunches and breakfast and dinners for the people that worked at the Bomber plant in Detroit.
Okay. And then, so the name was changed a few times, and then you were the one that put it back to you're the one that made it the Bomber restaurant, right?
Right. Okay. I just wanted to pay homage to that type of, that era that was so important, and it is our greatest generation. They did so much for this country, so we switched it back to the Bomber, and then we started collecting stuff that's on the walls. Well, I've always been a buff of World War II, and so I started putting things on the wall, and then people would come in and go, hey, my granddad was in World War II. I got a photo of him, and I'd say, bring it in. So as soon as people started learning that we were doing that, or that they would have a lot of airplane models that they like to put together, they would bring it in and ask if we would hang it up. So that's what we've done.
Yeah, there's definitely some standouts when it comes to there's a bomb, right?
Yeah, that's a practice bomb.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about the story behind that.
Practice bombs were used once the plane was built. They would practice to make sure everything was regulated. This particular one of my friends, they were getting ready to demolish a house, and it was in the basement, and he brought it in and said, would you want it for any reason? And I was like, of course. So it's been sitting here ever since, but better than destroying it.
Right. And then what are some other standouts that you think really stand out as far as the things you have in here?
Well, we have a lot of local, we call them celebrities on our walls, but they're just family members of people who live here. I have a lady that comes in every Sunday, and she has breakfast with her dad. So we have him at a specific booth, and so she'll wait and sit with her dad and have breakfast with him because she brought in his photo. So
that is so sweet. Yeah. I love that. And then also, I feel like another thing is Rosie the Riveter. Yep. There's a story with that as well.
Yeah, we are losing them very quickly, anybody that was in World War II. But Rosie the Riveters, right before COVID, we would have at least 12 or 14 of the ladies come in. ranging from ages 98 to 101.
Wow.
And they would come in and they would sit for 2 to 3 hours and just chit chat with themselves.
That's so sweet.
It was a great honor.
Yeah, I love that this is what you decided to do with the restaurant when you took over in the 90s. And tell me a little bit about that. So you took over. Did you change a lot on the menu? Kind of tell me a little bit about that process.
Well, we took over in 1995. We reduced the menu. It used to be like a 6-page menu.
Oh my goodness.
And so we just shortened it, and then we just decided to specialize mostly in breakfast. So we rearranged our menus and tried a bunch of things and asked customers what they liked and what they disliked and added them to our menu.
Yeah. So breakfast is definitely the standout here. I mean, you have lunch items as well, but because you're just like a morning to early afternoon business.
8 to 2.
Yep. All right. Well, speaking of breakfast, we have more menu items to share with everyone. I like that we did a savory and a sweet, like just best of both worlds. All right. And also, can I just mention that like your plates, they're full.
Oh,
like, you're barely gonna see like the edges.
Oh yeah, if you leave here hungry, that's your own fault.
Yeah, I'm saying you will if you just come hungry. Like my stomach is growling right now, so I'm like very excited. Y'all, I'll just throw myself under the bus here. I couldn't fully finish the bomber breakfast. But listen, it's only because I had more to try, okay? So I feel like it's understandable. But I knew I had more food coming my way. All right, let's start with this one. Tell me what this menu item is.
This is a southern skillet.
Okay.
We have a regular country skillet, which we do, and then this one is actually added with, you add a country fried steak on top of the country skillet.
So it's layers of stuff. What am I seeing on these layers?
You do scrambled eggs first, and then chopped sausage, then homemade American fries or hash browns, then gravy, then cheese, then your country fried steak, and then more cheese.
I love the more cheese part right there.
We don't skimp on cheese around here.
Like, they don't. It's like layers of just everything delicious in a breakfast. And I love, oh my God, the sausage and the sausage gravy, like that.
Yeah, and it warms up really well. So if you don't eat the whole thing, you can heat it up once you get it.
Oh, for sure. This is definitely like, if you need to take it home, we won't judge you.
Yeah,
like
we have plenty of boxes.
We have plenty of boxes. Oh yeah, that's great. Okay, and so I always say this, I'm a sweet dessert eater. So I feel like this one's gonna be right up my alley.
For sure.
You know? Okay, so tell me about this item.
This is a full order of Captain Crunch French toast. We take our French toast and we dip it in the batter, and then we douse it in crushed Captain Crunch.
Heck yeah.
And then cook it on the grill and add Cool Whip and more Captain Crunch.
I love it. And I love like Captain Crunch to begin with, like the cereal. So I love this idea. And your French toast is very like, it's like very fluffy and very, very nicely tasting. Very like soft and very nice to eat. Yeah, I definitely took like a few bites as we were trying there because it's so good. It's very addicting. Yeah, but the French toast, like, it's just such a nice, like, it's just soothing or something. I don't know, y'all. It's just really
It's good comfort food.
Yes, there you go. You got the word for me. I was like, what's the word? I don't know. Comfort. There you go. Comfort food. Now, if someone comes in and they're not big on breakfast, can they order like lunch food
all
at
day
8 a.m. in the morning?
All day long.
There you go.
We've had people come in and order liver and onions at 8:30 in the morning.
Hey, live your best life, okay? Live your best life. What do you think the Bomber restaurant means to the community? It's been here for so long. You've been in this since the 90s. Like, what do you think this means to your community?
I think it means, well, we used the word comfort before, but I think it's very comforting. We do have a lot of single people that come in and they feel comfortable to come in, have breakfast. They have a good rapport with our wait staff. Our staff has been with me for, some of them for 25 years. So it's just camaraderie. They know people, we know their names. That was one of the things when I started hiring people, is get to know people by their names. If you do that, it's kind of like the Cheers effect, you know, the bar Cheers. If you call them and say, hey, Julie, how are you doing today? It gives them a feeling like they're home. So it's important for everybody to feel comfortable.
That is exactly, I think, the best way to describe it. You feel at home here.
Mm-hmm.
And your staff does a great job of making you feel that way.
Yes, they do.
Like they really, really do. So this has been awesome to experience. Just thank you for this restaurant, sharing it with us today, and thank you for the food as well. And this is the Bomber Restaurant right here in Ypsilanti, Michigan. And like my coffee cup says, they have proudly been serving breakfast since 1936. We got the savory items today, the sweet items. We had a fantastic time. They are one of America's best restaurants. And for the ABR Roadshow, I'm Danyel Detomo. I'll see y'all next time.